So, David, I'll just ask straight out, what factors should someone evaluate before making this decision about possibly delaying retirement?
Number one is the amount of the 401ks, or the amount of the qualified funds. That's, you never want to retire, and then you don't want to live off just savings and cash. I mean, that's just people that do that. I'm like, no, put the money away, put it somewhere to where it's building something, and then take it out. But I think that one of the biggest factors is the plan in general, and people wait too long.
Mhm.
Don't wait. If you're over the age of 50, don't wait to meet someone. I don't care how much you got in your 401k. People always say to me, well, do I have to have a minimum of $500,000 to me? No, I mean, you can have anything. Just call me. Ask the questions. I'm here. I love what I do. I love talking about it. I love helping people. I love the passion. And I love to be able to make an impact on everyone out there in the retirement, let's just say the retirement phase, the retirement, switch up. But I think that number one, where you start, Jim, is the most important part. And where you start is understanding there's a problem.
Mhm.
Just like anything else. Understand that retirement is a problem to solve. Now, it might not be a hard problem, but you can't just leave it alone. People do it, and I watch it, and they come to me and they come crying. Okay. Don't be that person. Don't watch your life. Don't watch 5-10 years come down the road, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I should have planned this earlier. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Sit down, have the conversation, figure out what you have to do, figure out how easy it is, right, to make that plan. Have someone take that load off your shoulders, right? That's what I think that it is so important. It's like, you don't have to do much. You come in, you show me what you have. I solve the problem for you. I do the numbers on the board. I show you how it's going to benefit you in the future and what you told me you wanted. And guess what? Bang, bang, boom, we're done, right? We list the notes on why it helps, and it's done. So the first, know the problem, know there is a problem, know that you have to have a solution, right? Now, the harder part is finding the equation and finding the solution to that equation. And that's what I specialize
That's where the math comes in, right?
Right. And that's what I love doing. And that's why I think I'm different than pretty much every single financial advisor out there, is because, I do my own work. I don't copy what everybody else does. I do the numbers myself. I back it up with numbers. I back it up with math, and we figure out a plan for you specifically. But, I think that if you're on the fence, okay, about retiring, don't hesitate, right? If you have an income place, and if you have an income plan in place, and I'm not talking about taking money, I'm talking about income plan, right? Hey, I got this money put aside, and there's income for guaranteed down the road, right? I'm good. I've got a pension. I've got this. I've got that, right?
What if you
Then
don't
we
have a
look.
pension, though? I hate to cut you off, but I do have a question about that, because pensions are sort of
They don't
going
exist anymore.
right. They don't really exist. So what if you don't have a pension?
Well, that's why we're on this show, Jim. That's
Okay. That's
I
why
mean,
we're the retirement planning.
yeah, yeah. There's a large percentage of people that won't have pensions. But my point is, even if you have a pension, you still need a plan.
Mhm.
And people miss out on that a lot. But I think that if you're on the spectrum, if you're on that fence of what do I do, when do I retire, is it okay to retire? If you have these questions, right, sit down and go over these, right? Understand what you have going on. Have someone make it clearer in your mind. 2 or 3 minds are going to think better than one.
Sure.
I call so many people a day. Even though I might have the right answer, I still want other people's opinions, right? Just like I can't stand when someone's like, well, I have a portfolio and he's got me taken care of. It's like, so you're saying that one mind thinks better than like 3 or 4. Like, what are you talking about, right? I have clients that say, hey, David, I had someone look over my portfolio. I'm like, great. Have them look over it and tell me what they can do. Now, a lot of the times I'm the better case, right? Because I do the numbers on it and no one else does.
Mhm.
But you have to have that competition, and you have to understand that emotions tie. And people are out there, they're like, I have 30-35 years with this guy. He knows me so well. He knew you well when you were working. You're becoming a new person now that you're retiring.
Funny how that works, right?
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I push that towards everyone. Retiring is a whole different mojo. You're spending money, you're going places, you're running, you're traveling, you're out of town. Most of my clients are out of town 3 months out of the year. They come back. Oh, David, we went here. We went to the Bahamas. We went out, took the boat out. And, so things change dramatically, right? And in the financial advising world changes even more, right? You have to be on your toes. You have to be actively pursuing things. You have to understand when income changes, when expenses change, when lifetime happens, healthcare expenses. You have to understand these things, and everything kind of correlates with itself. So I'd say, if you're on the fence, where do you start? You start with sitting down and just going over your plan and making sure it's okay. Right. And do it with someone who is in the industry, who studies it every morning, who's with people that are living that same lifestyle. Right. Don't go ask Joe Schmo over on the side of the road that he's doing something and, he doesn't know what happens. Right. No one knows what happens. Right. So only, people who can have the bigger demographic and see people come in. That's the big issue. And if you need help with understanding when you want to retire or how do I retire, what is my 401k going to do for me? What is my IRA going to do? Where am I at in my situation, right? With my spouse, do I take Social Security or not? All these questions are very, very important and they correlate with each other. And that's why, I really stress, give us a call, sit down, understand these things, and we can make it pretty simple for you, okay? And we can make you confident in your retirement. It's 850-565-1705. Again, that number, guys, is 850-565-1705.